like to thank Resilient Nacogdoches for allowing me to announce at our rally. And I'd like to thank all of you for the continuous work that you guys are doing in small town, big impact Nacogdoches.
Yeah.
Now the beauty of American democracy is that it is supposedly a government that is set up for us, by us. But the reality is that it works and operates as a governmental system that is set up for them, by them. What do you mean when you say them? I mean that around this time last year, it was snowing, the ground was covered with sleet, and that it held almost every other day. But yet, when I stepped out of my house this morning, the weather suggested that it would be appropriate for me to wear a muscle shirt, some basketball shorts, Nike socks, and Jordan shoes. It is scientifically impossible to refute the fact that human activity is causing our climate to change at unprecedented rates. Yet our legislators seem to think differently. Travis Clardy, who is the state representative of the district in which I attend school, voted yes for the on-campus carry law. That did not surprise me. But what did baffle me was the fact that he told us that he would vote no for this law. So the question that came to mind is, why did Travis Clardy lie? The conclusion that I've come to is that if our legislators were as accountable to us as they were to the fossil fuel industry, as they are to the NRA, then maybe, just maybe, we'd get some real progress done. Texas continuously defines the pathway, the best pathway to the middle class and out of poverty. That is education. Texas, in an effort to ensure that many middle class families are uninsured, have continued to cut and to not accept funds from the federal government to support health care. And finally, we have a criminal justice system. I think it is more appropriate for me to say we have a criminal injustice system that serves as a system to regulate and control rather than prevent crime and to rehabilitate people and prepare them to enter into society. In small towns like Nacogdoches, law enforcement serve as a revenue generating source rather than to protect our children. Now, I've heard for decades over and over politicians saying the same thing, bringing up these issues, yet not much progress has been made. I can no longer leave my financial well-being, my mental well-being, my spiritual well-being into the hands of our legislators. And I am also tired of talking about it. The Bible tells us that faith without works is dead. The time to act is now. And for this reason, I have decided to announce my candidacy for a seat in the Texas House of Representatives. Now, just as I said, faith without works is dead. And so I'm going to Austin to do work. Thank you. Thank you all. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
What district?
And so while we're at it, I'd like to bring Jared Cates up to the stage. Now, Jared is a good friend of mine. He's come to help. I'm the president of the SFA Democrats, for those of you who don't know. But Jared has came to help us table and to help us register young people to vote. He did not ask to be in the position of leadership that he was in. But people like you, people of goodwill, saw the work that he was doing in the community. And so we suggested that he run for county commissioner for Precinct 3. Now, Jared does not look like the average politician. What you imagine the average politician to look like is an older white lawyer. My boy is not a representative of politicians, but he is a representative of the people. And so I ask you, just as you support me, to support Jared, and now I'd like for Jared to say a few words on his behalf.
Now, let me assure you guys, I am no great orator like my buddy John, but I am a community activist. I've worked for a long time on some key issues, things that we all find very important. And through those activism, I've been offered an opportunity to help you even further, and I'm honored to have that opportunity, and I do ask for y'all's support. Things like climate change are undeniable, things that we can start making changes at the local level, and I'm proud to see so many groups come together under the same cause, and I appreciate y'all for letting us come here today and plead our case for your votes. The change is out there. Young folks are getting active in politics, and I think that's what it's going to take. We need more folks like myself, John Davis, taking a stand for things that we already know is right. You know, we all agree on this, but so many people that are paid to represent us just don't. So it's time for guys like us, ladies like y'all, to get in the fight at as active a level as you can. If you can make it into the political realm, please do so. Join us in the fight, and I do thank y'all for what you are doing.
I'm gonna invite Alec back up to grab the mic, but I'd also like to say one more thing. And I want to be understood when I say this and why I say this. Another good buddy of mine, Stephen Wright, he's our Democratic County Chairman, and he's running for state representative for Nacogdoches. Now, the state representative here is a very likable guy. He's very likable. If you ever meet him, you'd probably like him. But the reality is he's a liar. And he has not voted in our favor. He has voted against women. He has voted in support of guns, which he said that he wouldn't. Not that all gun regulation is bad, but I just cannot stand it when a politician does not represent the will of the people. And so while Stephen could not make it here, I do ask that you guys support him and work diligently to get him into office. Because getting one of us in is not enough. We need help. We need support. And we need the people. Thank you all.